Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Indian Online School. Hope you all are preparing well for your Olympiad exams. So students, as you all know that the exam dates are approaching, we need to put our 100% efforts to get good score in our Olympiad exams. So today we'll take one sample paper from grade 4 and we will practice the paper, okay? So we'll start with the first section now, okay? So as I've told you that the first section is about grammar and vocabulary, okay? The word and structure knowledge is about grammar and vocabulary, okay? Yeah, let's move to the first question. For questions 1 to 8, choose the correct option to fill in the blank, okay? For example, the question is like metal is dash then cotton. So here what we are doing, we are making comparison between two things, metal and cotton. Okay, so what we have to do when we have comparison between two things, we have to use comparative degree of adjective. Okay, the second form of adjective we have to use. Heavy, no, it is the first positive degree of comparison, so it is not the answer. Now let's move to the second option. It is heavier. Yes, this is the second form of adjective, that is comparative degree of comparison. So this can be our answer. Then heaviest, this is the superlative degree. Okay, so we can't use this. Then more heavy, no, we have heavier as the comparative degree of adjective. Okay, so our answer is option B, heavier. Metal is heavier than cotton. Okay, this is how we have to fill the answers in this first section. Okay, yeah, the first question, I always get dash on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. So it's about phrasal verb, get in, get down, get over, or get at. You have to use the correct phrasal verb to complete the given sentence. Okay, so we'll start with the first option, get in. What do you mean by get in? Get in means to enter. Okay, next, get down. What do you mean by get down? Get down means to get depressed. Okay, so the question says I always get dash on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. It means it's obviously that you enter on time to have lunch at home on Monday. So first thing can be our answer. And get down means, as I've told you, to get depressed. So we have nothing to get depressed for arriving the place on time, right? So this can't be our answer. Next, going to the third option, that is get over. What do you mean by get over? Get over means to it's like to recover from a given to recover from a disease or any kind of problem. Okay, so this can't be our answer. Okay, then get at. What do you mean by get at? Get at means to achieve something, to obtain something. Okay, so this can also be not our answer. Okay, so the correct answer for us is the option A, get in on time. It means I always enter on time to have lunch at home on a Monday. So option A is our answer. Like this you have to do your answers. Okay, next, the difference between dash chicken and dash egg is very clear to most people. So we are referring to chicken and egg in general. So you have to use the appropriate article over here. Okay, so when we are referring to something in general, then what we have to use? We have to use the indefinite articles or and, depending upon their vowel or consonant sound. Chicken, see, it's a consonant sound, right? This noun is beginning with a consonant sound, so we have to use the indefinite article over here. Okay, the difference between a chicken and egg, e, it's a vowel, right? So we have to use the article an over here. Okay, so the difference between a chicken and an egg is very clear to most people. So where is our correct option? It is option D. Okay, so this is our correct answer. Next, I like many vegetables dash very few fruits taste nice to me. So here we have two different things, many vegetables, few fruits. It means two opposite things. So when we have to join the two opposite ideas, which conjunction we use? We make use of the conjunction but to join the two opposite ideas. Okay, so I like many vegetables but very few fruits taste nice to me. So option C is our correct answer. Okay. Now, I always sing while dash a shower. It means what's your hobby? Like, what do you do? Well, while taking a shower. Okay, so it's like I always sing while I'm having a shower. Okay, so this is our correct answer. Next, let's move to the next question. Question number 5. It dash and windy for most of last week. So it's saying something about last week. What happened in the last week? What was going on at that time? Okay. So it was snowing and windy for most of last week. So it is the option B, Okay, the correct answer is option B. It was snowing and windy for most of last week. Next, you should get dash living here quite soon. It means you have to get adjusted living here quite soon. So the correct phrasal verb that we can use for this is used to. You should get used to living here quite soon. Okay. Next, this tree is as dash as I have ever seen one grow. So when we are using as and as, so the thing we have to use, the adjective we have to use, it should be in the positive form, positive degree of adjective we have to use. Okay, so that this tree is as big as I have ever seen one grow. So it is option A. Okay, now the question number 8. I always forget dash when I leave my house. So it's like forgetting something, right? So I always forget something when I leave my house. This is the option A. Okay. Now for questions 9 to 11, choose the part of the sentence that has an error. So we have to identify which part of the sentence has an error. Okay. Like when elephants start to running, it is time to get out of the way. So this part of the sentence is incorrect. Okay, like sorry, when elephants start to running, so when elephants start it sorry, this can't be the right one, just a minute. Yeah, so what's happening when elephant starts running? Okay, so the part of the sentence that is incorrect here is when elephants start to running, it is time to get out of the way. The correct part of the sentence should be like, when elephant starts running, it is time to get out of the way. Okay, so this part of the sentence has an error. So where is it? It is in the option B. So this is our correct answer. Okay, now I think that the wind is much too strong flying a kite today. So again, which part of the sentence has an error? I think that the wind is much stronger, or it should be it's like I think that the wind is too strong to fly a kite. So which part of the sentence has an error? It is this part of the sentence. So where is that option? It is option C. Okay, so this is our correct answer. The history of my neighborhood is really interesting, but they have made a TV show about it. Okay, so this here we don't have any contrast thing, right? So this conjunction is not the correct one. So this part of the sentence is incorrect. The history of my neighborhood is really interesting, so they have made a TV show about it. It should be like that. Okay, so this part of the sentence is incorrect. For questions 12 and 13, choose the option with the correct spelling. Okay, you have to find out the correct word and you have to check for its spelling. Okay, so what is the correct spelling of something you can eat? It is capsicum, right? So what is the spelling of capsicum? It is option A, CAPSICUM. Okay, capsicum. Next, what is the correct spelling of the word that means 1,000 years? What do you mean by that? 1,000 years means millennium. Okay, and what is the correct spelling of that is? It is MILLENNIUM, millennium. Okay, next, choose the antonym of scruffy. You have antonym means opposite of scruffy. So what do you mean by scruffy? Something very untidy and rough is called scruffy. Okay, so you have to find something which is opposite of that. It means smooth. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Maki is again dirty. Ragged is which is a part of like a cloth which is torn. That is called ragged. Okay, impure which is not pure. So the correct answer for this is smooth. Okay. Next, choose a synonym of tranquil. Synonym means similar meaning. Okay. Tranquil. What do you mean by tranquil? Peace, quiet is called tranquil. Okay. Raging. What do you mean raging? It is nothing but reacting out of anger is called raging. Okay. Quiet. So this is our correct synonym of the word tranquil. Okay. It can't be rough. It can't be wild. Okay. Now the second section has started. Okay, it's about reading the given passage or story and you have to answer the given questions. Okay, so the story is like, the passage is like, on my way from home last week, I saw a really strange animal run across the road and into the field at the back of my house. I call it a field, but it is just a piece of ground where nobody has built a house yet. It has tall grass and a few trees, but mostly it is covered in thick green undergrowth. I tried to get into the bushes last summer, but they were too thick and I couldn't even chop my way in. The animal I saw was fast and dark colored. I did not see it for very long because it was so speedy. But I'm sure it had fur and wasn't a reptile of any kind, which is good news because I'm afraid of lizards and snakes. There had been reports that there was a tiger nearby, and my mother was worried about it. It definitely wasn't a tiger because it was too small and the wrong color. Just as I was about to see if I could find a way into the bushes again, my neighbor came running down the road. I was surprised because he was quite old and I had never seen him move quicker than a slow walk before. He stopped and caught his breath. It was a few seconds before he had enough breath to ask me if I had seen his new pet dog. I was sure but told him what I had seen. He was pleased and ran towards the field shouting after his dog. I could not believe it, but soon enough a small black puppy came out of the bushes and jumped into the waiting arms of its delighted owner. Okay, this was the passage. Okay, now we have to answer the questions carefully. Okay, where did the writer see an animal? Where did he see? On the road. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Let's move to the questions. What is in the field? What did he see? Yes, there were small like shrubs. Okay, so this is our correct answer. Now, how did the writer know it was not a lizard? How did he get to know that it's not a reptile? Because of its hair. Okay, so option D is our answer. Who was concerned about the wild animals? The writer's mother was concerned about the wild animals. Why was the writer concerned about his neighbor? Because of his speed. Usually he used to walk very slowly, but this time he was quite fast. Okay, so he was concerned about his speed. The owner of the puppy was dashed to get it back. Okay, when somebody loses something, when they get it back, they will be very happy, right? Extremely happy. Okay, so he was thrilled to get it back. Thrilled means extremely happy. Okay, this is how we have to answer the passage questions. Okay, now again we have another passage. Okay, we'll go through it. Choosing which country to visit is really difficult. I do not know which one I want to visit, but I know I want to see some exciting wildlife. Ideally, I would like to go to the Amazon rainforest, but they speak Portuguese in Brazil, where the Amazon is, and I cannot speak my Portuguese. A part of my plan is to practice the French language I'm learning at school, so I really would should visit a French-speaking country. I have spent quite a lot of time after school researching countries on the internet. I have learned a lot about the Galapagos Islands that are a part of Ecuador and they have some amazing wildlife on them. Giant tortoises look really interesting. However, they speak Spanish there, so I'm continuing my research. My search for another wildlife rich and exciting nation. After creating a spreadsheet containing the pros and cons of many countries, I finally settled on Cameroon. There are so many exciting creatures to see in the jungles there. In addition, and something I'm really interested in is the fact that there are many organizations in Cameroon that specialize in conservation, and this is what I really wanted to get involved in. And as I can speak the language there, it should not be a problem. Now that I have decided where to go, I need to plan what I will take and how I will get there. From where I live, the Cameroon is a very long way away. I think I will have to get on several airplanes and other types of transport to get there. If I get my tickets organized well in advance, let's say 12 months, I think I can get quite a good deal and save some money. This means I will have money. I will have more spends for gifts and food. Okay, this was our passage. Now let's go to the questions. Where did the writer want to visit? Yes, he wants to visit a French speaking country because that language he is practicing. Okay, so he wants to visit a French speaking country. Okay, where did the writer get his information? He got his information from the internet. Now, what was good about Cameroon? There, the language is French and people are also good. So, sorry, not people, it's about language and nature, wildlife and the language, the French language. Okay. Next, the writer wants to be involved in Dash the Planet. He was interested in saving the planet. Okay. What is the meaning of the word spends in the last paragraph? It's about cash. Okay. This is how you have to answer your passage questions carefully. Okay. Now, the third section is about spoken and written expressions. For questions 26 to 30, choose the most suitable option to complete each conversation. For example, Ted is saying, "Where is the park?" He's asking this question. Joy is answering, "I think it's dash the left." So you have to use the correct preposition over here. So it is on the left. I think it's on the left. Okay, option B is the correct answer. Okay, likewise, we have to answer all the questions in this section. Now, 26th question. Brian, my computer always seems to get stuck dash this page of the worksheet. Oscar, that's a real problem. I'll try and fix it for you. So now you have to use the correct preposition to complete this conversation. So my computer always seems to get stuck on this page. Okay, we can use this preposition to complete this conversation. Stuck on this page. We can't say stuck in this page or stuck under this page or stuck up. These are ridiculous. Okay, so the correct option is stuck on this page of the worksheet. Okay. Now, Ben, I really can't stand pizza. Fred, wow, I thought everyone likes pizza. Dash they. You have to use the correct question tag over here. Okay, the given sentence is in the positive way. Okay, you have to use the negative question tag. I thought everyone likes pizza. Okay, don't they? This is the correct answer. Emma, it's great news that you can come at the weekend. John, I know, I thought I had to work, but thankfully I dash make it. I must make it. No. I can make it. Yes, it can be. I may make it. No. He had made it. He has made it. Okay, so it should be I can make it. Okay, this can't be the correct one. This can't be the correct one. Now, Eric, I seem to have lost all my books. Amal, do you usually put them dash safe? So it's about placing something. Okay, so it should be, do you usually put them somewhere safe? Okay, you can't say somehow safe, sometimes safe, something safe, right? These are not the correct option. We can't use them. Okay, so the correct answer is somewhere safe. You usually put them somewhere safe. Okay. Now, teacher, can you give this paper to your mother, please? Alex, dash, I'm going home right now. Okay. Consequently, no. As a result, no. It can't be the correct answer. Absolutely. Oh, yes, like sure, I can, like that. Okay. So it can be the option B now. Quickly, I'm going right now. No, you can't say this word to your teacher. Okay. It can be done like maybe to your friends. You can say this one, but not to the teacher. Okay. And evident means clear. No, we can't use this word also. So the correct answer here is absolutely, I'm going home right now. Okay. Now we have the last section, that is achiever section. So as I've told you, this section you have 5 questions and you'll get 2 marks for each question. So you need to be very careful. This is a very good chance to score good marks. Okay. Yeah. For questions 31 to 35, choose the correct option to fill in the blank. 31. We need to rush through this a bit. So let's skip dash the rest of the book. Okay. So you have to use again skip and the preposition, appropriate preposition you have to use over here. Okay. Skip up. No, what do you mean by skip up? It's like to jump. Okay. So no, we can't use this word, even this preposition. This is not correct. Skip over. What do you mean by skip over? Skip over means like it's leaving a part of the reading. That is called skip over. So this can be our answer. Okay. Now let's move to the next option. Skip away. Skip away means moving away from the given, from that place. Okay. So it's not about leaving the place. And skip down is again like escaping silently from the place. Okay, so this cannot be the answer. So the correct answer is skip over the rest of the book. Now, Frank said that we were going to the cinema. Dash he. It's like a question tag. Okay, so he said that we were going to the cinema, didn't he? This is the correct question tag you have to use. Okay. Now, did you know that Coca-Cola dash right here in town? So it's about past thing you have to use. Did you know that the Coca-Cola, you have to use V3 form of verb over here. Okay, so it is like, do you know that Coca-Cola is made right here in town? Okay. Next, choose the antonym of isolate. What do you mean by isolate? Isolate means to keep something separately. Okay. Next, ingratiate. What do you mean by ingratiate? It's like being liked by someone by doing something. Okay, so this can't be our answer. Scribble is something like to write. Okay, so no, this cannot be the answer. Now enact is to do a kind of play in some, like to play a character in a play. Okay, so even this cannot be the correct answer. Integrate, what do you mean by integrate? To gather something. Okay, to collect something. Okay, so this can be the opposite of isolate. So option D is our correct answer. Now choose the most suitable option to complete the conversation. Instructor, the key here is to look dash and find your dash solution. Okay, so let's go to the options. The key here is to look inward and find your own solution. Okay, this can be the answer. Let's see the other option. The key here is to look somewhere. No, ruled out. We can't use this somewhere. Okay, next, look out. No, how can you look out? The key look out means to look after something, like to look out, to search for something like that and get your more solution. No, this can't be the correct answer. And look up, to improve something. Look up means to improve something, but no. So the correct answer here is to look inward and find your own solution. So option A is our correct answer. Okay, this is how you have to solve your SOF paper.